Penn State football coach Joe Paterno will retire at the end of the season. His long career was brought down because he failed to do all he could about an allegation of child sex abuse against a former assistant. If you're in the mood for Rebel sports, the undefeated Lady Rebels take the court tonight for their home opener against the University of California, Riverside, for the first game of a 5-game homestand. The Highlanders were picked to finish 4th in the Big West Conference, but have yet to pick up a win this season after dropping their first 2 games on the road to Arizona State and Northern Arizona. The Lady Rebels return home looking to start the season 3-0 after winning the Iowa Hawkeye Challenge over the weekend in Iowa City. Defense has been the key to their success so far this season, holding their opponents under 50 points per game and below 32% field goal shooting. Tip-off tonight is at 7 p.m. at the Cox Pavilion and is free for students who show their Rebel card at the door. If you can't make it but don't want to miss any of the action, you can log on to unlvrebels.com for live play-by-play. If you purchase tickets for either of the Las Vegas Locomotives' last 2 home games, you can get a full refund. The 2 remaining home games scheduled for October 22nd and 27th were canceled when the United Football League decided to shorten the 2011 season and move its championship game to this Friday. For more information on getting a refund, call the Locos box office at 877-5626. With the NBA season in jeopardy, fans and their money are sitting on the bench waiting to jump back into action at the sportsbook.
The NBA represents anywhere from about 10 to 15% of our handle. We expect some of that to transfer to the college game, but not all of it. So it's going to hurt the sportsbooks a little bit.
The NBA brings in a significant amount of money to local sportsbooks.
When we talk anywhere from 10 to 15% of the handle and you're, about $2.7 million business, it's a pretty big number.
Currently, sports fans are betting on football games, which puts the NBA on the back burner.
Once we get to the end of the year and the beginning of next year, that's when people will start missing the NBA. When you think of NBA representing 15% of almost $3 billion business, it's certainly a huge impact on the sports books.
Helmets, fast action, and hard hitting. I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about the UNLV women's lacrosse team. The UNLV women's lacrosse team is a club sport here on campus and is a member of the Western Women's Lacrosse League.
Last year was our first year as a competitive team. We entered as a Division II team and ended in 3rd place, which was actually really cool for a first-year competitive team.
Even though UNLV women's lacrosse is considered a club sport, players must still balance school and athletics.
I'm in the honors college, so that means I have less time as it is. But I just always manage to get my homework done right when I get out of class, and then I just kind of stretch a little bit and just prepare for lacrosse practice, and somehow it all works out.
The UNLV women's lacrosse team is looking forward to following up their performance from last spring.
Our goal is to take 1st this year. If we hit 1st, we qualify for Division I qualification next year, which would be really exciting.
The team welcomes any player that is interested in learning the sport with no previous experience required.
Women's lacrosse is just a very fun, addictive sport. It's a combination of soccer, basketball, and hockey, so it really kind of gets to every kind of athlete. And even if you're not an athlete, lacrosse is a great sport to try because we can find any spot for you. There's running positions, but there's also some that involve the strategy. So it's a great sport for anybody just to come out and try. Anybody that's touched a stick that I know has really loved the game. So it's great for all.